Let me start with something I see almost every single week in my clinic. Someone walks in holding their neck slightly tilted, one shoulder raised higher than the other. They tell me it started as a little stiffness, maybe after sleeping wrong, maybe after a long day at the computer. But then it changed. Now there's a sharp, shooting pain that travels from the neck into the shoulder, sometimes down the arm. Turning the head feels risky. Looking over the shoulder while driving? Almost impossible. And the fear sets in. Did I slip a disc? Is this permanent? Do I need injections or surgery? And here's what I tell them. Most of the time, what you're feeling is a pinched or irritated nerve in the neck. And in many cases, it's not because something is broken. It's because something is tight, compressed, and inflamed. Muscles tighten, joints stiffen, space narrows, and when that happens, the nerves that exit your neck don't like it. They respond with sharp, electric, sometimes burning pain. The good news? In many cases, you can calm this down naturally, and sometimes you can feel relief in as little as 30 seconds, if you know what to do. Today, I'm going to walk you through simple, safe movements I often teach in the clinic. No equipment, no complicated setups. Just your hands and a few focused movements. Each one works a little differently, so I always recommend trying them all and seeing which one your body responds to best. Let's start with one of the most overlooked causes of nerve pain in the neck and shoulder: pure muscle tension. When the muscles at the base of your skull and along the back of your neck tighten up, they create pressure. That pressure can narrow the space where nerves exit. Over time, that tightness builds like a knot you just can't stretch away. So here's what I want you to do. Take your fingers and interlock them together. Now point your thumbs downward. Bring your hands behind your head and position your thumbs at the base of your skull, right where your neck meets your head. Not on the spine. Stay just to the side of it, on the soft muscle. Now gently begin small circular motions with your thumbs. Light pressure at first. Think of it as waking the tissue up. Over 5 to 10 seconds, gradually increase the pressure, but only to a level that feels therapeutic, never sharp or painful. Breathe while you do this. Slow inhale through your nose. Long exhale through your mouth. After about 10 seconds, move slightly outward, working from the spine toward the ears. If you find a spot that feels especially tight, almost like a small pebble under the skin, pause there. That's often a trigger point. Stay on it. Work small circles. If it doesn't release, change direction. Instead of circles, hook your thumb over the tight spot and gently pull the muscle across its fibers. Do this 5 to 10 times. You can go side to side, up and down, even diagonal. You're looking for the movement that makes the tissue soften. Once the upper part feels looser, move down into the middle of the neck, then toward the base of the neck, then into the top of the shoulders. Spend extra time where your body asks for it. Many people tell me they feel warmth spreading or the pain dulling slightly within a minute. That's what we want. We're decreasing muscle guarding, giving those irritated nerves more room to breathe. Now let's deepen this. Often, certain movements trigger your pain. Maybe turning your head to the left feels sharp, or tilting your ear toward your shoulder feels restricted. Let's use that. Turn your head slowly toward the side that feels tight, but stop before pain. That's important. We never push into sharp pain. Hold that gentle stretch position. Now, while your head is turned, go back to that thumb massage at the base of your skull or along the tight side of your neck. You'll likely find the exact painful spot much faster this way. Work it. Breathe. Relax your shoulders. After about 20 seconds, slowly return your head to center. Then, test the movement again. Most people are surprised. They can turn just a little farther with less pain. Repeat this process 2 or 3 times. Each round should feel slightly easier. You can also do this with side bending. Keep your nose facing forward and gently bring your ear toward your shoulder. again, stopping before pain. You should feel a stretch on the opposite side. While holding that position, massage the tight areas along the stretched side. This combination of movement plus soft tissue work can dramatically reduce muscle-driven nerve compression. Now, let's talk about decompression. When a nerve is irritated, sometimes what it needs most is space. We're going to gently create that space. Sit or stand tall. Take 2 fingers and place them on your chin. Gently glide your head straight backward, like you're making a double chin. Keep your eyes level. You should feel the muscles in the front of your neck activate. Stop before pain. Hold that position. Now place your other hand on the back of your head. Very gently, add pressure backward while your chin hand lightly resists forward. You're creating a subtle traction force, not forceful, just steady. You should feel a stretch from the base of your skull down the back of your neck. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Slow breathing. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Release slowly. Repeat 3 to 5 times. Each time, you may be able to glide back just a bit farther, but only if it feels comfortable. If you want to refine this, slightly rotate your head to one side before doing the chin glide. Notice if one angle feels especially relieving. That's your body telling you which nerve pathway needs the most space. Spend more time there. Now, let's address side bending decompression. If your pain is worse on the right, you're going to tilt away from that side, so toward the left. Take the painful side arm and bend your elbow to 90 degrees. Slide that hand across your lower back as far as comfortable. You'll feel the top of your shoulder gently activate. Now take your opposite hand and place it over the top of your head. Slowly and gently pull your ear toward the opposite shoulder, again, away from the painful side. You should feel a deep stretch along the painful side of your neck and shoulder. Hold 20 to 30 seconds. Breathe slowly. With each exhale, imagine the tightness melting. Repeat 3 to 5 times. Each repetition, you may gain more range and less pain. If you want to intensify it, once in position, slightly rotate your chin upward toward the ceiling. This often increases the stretch into the upper trapezius and levator scapula, muscles that frequently compress cervical nerves. Go slow. Always stay in a deep but comfortable stretch, never sharp pain. Finally, let's talk about nerve gliding. Sometimes the nerve itself becomes irritated not just from compression, but from restricted movement along its pathway. Nerves are meant to glide when you move. When they can't, they protest. Stand or sit tall. Extend one arm out to your side with your palm facing down. Now, rotate that palm upward toward the ceiling. At the same time, gently turn your head in the opposite direction, toward the arm with the palm facing down. Hold 1 to 2 seconds. Now switch. Rotate the hands the opposite way and turn your head the other direction. Move slowly, controlled, about 15 repetitions each side. You should feel a mild pulling sensation down the arm or neck, but not pain. If you feel sharpness, reduce the range. This exercise helps restore mobility to the nerve pathways, breaking up subtle adhesions and reducing sensitivity. You can perform nerve glides multiple times a day. As symptoms improve, reduce the frequency. And let me leave you with this. When it comes to pinched nerve pain in the neck and shoulder, the goal isn't aggression, it's precision. Gentle decompression, targeted release, controlled motion. Most people don't need extreme stretches. They need consistent, intelligent movement. If you try these exercises, give them a few days of consistency. Your nervous system needs repetition to calm down. And always remember, if you experience worsening pain, progressive weakness, numbness that doesn't improve, or symptoms that travel aggressively down the arm, that's when you need an in-person evaluation. But in many cases, these simple movements restore comfort, mobility, and confidence faster than you expect. Your body wants to heal. Sometimes it just needs a little space and the right direction. Take it slow, breathe, and let your neck finally relax.